Hey guys, it's Friday, July 8th. So we're doing our new series.
Sprawling square feet of living space, and his son Baron reportedly has a floor all to himself. As you might expect, the penthouse is decorated in over-the-top, lavish fashion, with cathedral ceilings, Corinthian columns, massive sparkling chandeliers, and gold accents throughout. The introduction, boasting that the sun office on the 26th floor in the building, so living and working here is easy, even a private elevator to reach it. When Trump built the tower in 1983, the landmark skyscraper became one of the most recognizable and greatest in the world. When it was completed, it was the tallest glass building in Manhattan at the time, rising over 600 feet into the city's skyline. The old bronze exterior is a dramatic architectural masterpiece. What we're gonna look at is his suburban base, also known as Seven Springs, one of Trump's more under-the-radar residences. Plans to turn it into a golf course, but it's remained a private house to this day. He ended up putting a lot of bedrooms, in addition to amenities like not one but 3 pools, even one indoor pool that's encased in marble. There are also 12 baths, 2 servant or staff wings, and a bowling alley. An elaborate stone fountain centers the turning circle, and a stone portico encloses the main door. Inside, the style retains the grandeur of the outside with marble floors, gilded furnishings, stone staircases, and high molded ceilings. It has 128 rooms and spans the entire width of the 62,500 square feet inside, and also contains the Mar-a-Lago Club, a members-only club with guest rooms, a spa, and other hotel-style amenities. Mar-a-Lago is the second largest mansion in the state of Florida and the 22nd largest mansion in the United States. 1995, and built a 20,000 square foot ballroom with $7 million in gold leaf. He also spent $100K on 4 gold-plated sinks. Basically, much like his Fifth Avenue penthouse, there's gold everywhere you look. He also hosts a number of high-powered visitors and world leaders here as well. Inside, ornate decor, much like a European palace, awaits, along with pricey antique furniture. The club's main living room features high ceilings and gold-plated designs over every wall. Because of his own helicopter, he's not an Air Force One. Backed by the various pools on the property, just 2018, Forbes estimated the value of the estate at around $160 million.
So we look at cost, obviously being the price of a good or service.
Worth $5.9 million at the time of their lease in May 2016, but in June 2017 they paid $8.1 million for the home. The mansion was built back in the late 1920s and comes complete with 9 bedrooms, 8.5 bedrooms at the majority of the home. The house sits on a quarter acre of land and backs up to mature trees, and further away, a creek. The home has all the markings of a classic two-door with the white wash. A curved path of steps leads guests to the front entrance beneath a copper portico. Their state-of-the-art kitchen features bright white cabinetry against light gray walls, along with marble countertops which give an airy and light feel. In addition to a large center island, comes complete with recessed lighting and a modern chandelier against a unique hardwood ceiling. The wainscoted walls add another touch of formality to this. And permitting, the Obamas can also open the French doors for some fresh air. Arrangement beside a fireplace with the traditional white man countertops and stainless steel appliances. Looking forward, they are in luck. This stunning custom house sits on over 29 private acres of manicured lawns, greenery, beach, and directly on the Edgartown Great Pond. The long and winding driveway, sprawling lawn, and incredible water views make for the residence is finished with the finest details and is designed with multiple seating and entertaining spaces. A modern chef's kitchen and a former circular dining room surrounded by a wall of windows overlooking the grounds.
So many things are traded based off the value
over
of the
190,000 square feet, and the FBK says the palace costs a whopping $1.35 billion to construct. Drone footage shows that Cape Idokopas, as some may call it, has quite a few names like Putin's Palace, Putin's Country Palace, etc. It's a large Italian villa-style complex located on the Black Sea coast. Personal use of President Putin, even though this was dismissed by his spokesman in 2010. Construction began during Putin's first presidency, and detailed claims about the property said they were improperly using state resources. Those who were aware of what was going on wanted to investigate the corruption, and high-quality photos of the palace and grounds were released by WikiLeaks, which also showed the fancy interiors. The Russian government had consistently dismissed Putin's connections to the property, but palace interiors true to the original design, and it's just as good as the real thing. You walk from the courtyard into a great room with pillars, high ceilings, ornate chandeliers, and golden eagles everywhere in the design. Then you can head to a chic marble foyer with large bar. This cocktail lounge leads you to the giant home theater, which consists of a 2-story auditorium and 3 boxes below that can be covered with. Before entering the bedroom, there's a luxury living room with sofas and armchairs, and in his actual sleeping space, it looks like it's built for a king. Of course, he also has a huge walk-in wardrobe and private bathroom with jacuzzi tubs surrounded by marble columns. It's a casino complete with card tables and a roulette wheel, which leads to the games room with billiards table and a dance machine area, an activity that the president is said to love. The rest of the space is filled with large chateau or secondary house. After seeing all of this, thanks to the work of Alex Navalny and the FBI,
a lot of controversy in how that's measured. Obviously, there's going to be certain items.
East £30,000 while he was working as an editor at the paper known as The Spectator. Dubbed the Old Farmhouse, this historic Grade 2 listed property is a 4-bedroom home, which has been outfitted with a tennis court, a swimming pool, and an entirely separate annex that Boris is said to utilize as an office space. The entire residence comes with 2,659 square feet of space spread across 2 floors. Further highlights include a large sitting room, a spacious dining area, and a gallery kitchen with a tiled stone floor and wooden counters. Meanwhile, upstairs, the bedrooms boast exposed beams and natural timber floors, alongside some attractive views of the garden and fields just outside. Since purchasing the place
hopefully we've got locked in rates on our mortgages, so we're not going to be as affected by those. But so the CPI is the consumer. I'll allow you to watch this video, and I'll stop talking. And in the end of it, I thought it was pretty interesting to add in some of Joe Biden's recent homes. So enjoy the video.
This home on the Delaware shore, scooping it up for $2.7 million. This beautiful 4,786 square foot beach house overlooks Cape Henlopen State Park and is just a couple blocks from the beach. It features 3 stories, 6 bedrooms, 5.5 baths, expansive porches, views of the Atlantic Ocean, and a backyard built for entertaining, including an outdoor kitchen, barbecue, and fireplace to impress all those
spending money.
Now, if you're wondering, Naval Observatory at the end of his term. This upscale neighborhood in Virginia is practically a who's who of senators, Supreme Court justices, and Washington diplomats. While staying here, Joe lived in a Georgian-style house.
Increase in the employment, or the average increase in the rise of salary, so wages and salaries. Now, typically you'll see salaries do not keep up with inflation, and we're seeing that. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for joining us. Hope it gave you a little inspiration to know that anything is possible here in America. You can go from being an actor to being a president. You can go from being a middle-class person from a blue-collar family to being the president. Nothing is impossible. No limits except those that you place on yourself.